Today we're gonna try Sonic's new Sonic Smasher, or well, their Smash Burger, which you can see a little bit here, which is not quite as smashed as you might expect a Smash Burger to be. Comes on a potato bun, supposedly. I'm not sure if this is actually a potato bun, but whatever. We've got crinkle-cut pickles, onions, and their Smasher sauce, which is a new sauce to try out. I'm not normally a pickle guy, but for the sake of review, I got the pickles because that's how it comes, and I like to review things as they come and show them off as I got them. And this will be interesting because their smash burgers are actually going to be smashed by the person working there, unlike Jack in the Box. So you might get a very different consistency. This one is, I mean, it's decently smashed, but there's not really those crispy edges you really want from a smash burger. Like this is like the only kind of one there. Otherwise, I would say it's not super smashed, but I think it fits the profile of, you know, beautiful, healthy food. You know your food is good when the cheese coagulates like that. That's how you know you're eating something healthy. So really, what's the difference gonna be here is the beef. I don't know if this is the same beef as their burgers or if this is a different beef. I actually kind of like their burgers. I know some people don't, but I'm a fan of their burgers in general, so I'll see how that's different. But really, the stacker sauce is also going to make a huge difference. So let's go ahead and try it out. I should mention this was pretty pricey, even though in their press release, they kind of said, I got to get into this. Sonic put out a press release, said, hey, smash burger, blah, 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 blah. That's all fine and good, but basically they put in the press release that it'll be $6.49, or it was either $6.49 or $6.59 is the recommended price. It was $6.49. Was the recommended price, and that it would beat any sit-down burger. That's basically their marketing spin on it, because essentially these sit-down restaurants, your Chili's and Applebee's and your TGI Fridays, have been stealing business from fast food places because they're charging very similar amounts of money for a lot better quality food. Like you can go to an Applebee's oftentimes or a TGI Fridays or something and get a burger and fries for like 10 bucks. That's a lot better than a McDonald's burger. And now that a Big Mac meal is like 10 bucks anyways, you see where the trade-off is. So Jack in the Box said here, $6.49 for this. So it's a premium burger. It's not cheap, but if it's good, it's good. So let's try it out. Wow. I'm gonna take one more bite before I get in depth, but that was frankly delicious and one of the best burger bites I've had in a while, so. Well, yeah, no, this is different. I don't know if it's a different meat necessarily, but 100% is a different seasoning blend than the regular Sonic burgers because it tastes like a steakhouse burger. It has, I don't know exactly what kind of seasoning is on it, but it has that kind of seasoned salt taste you want from a really good burger. It's juicy. Even the pickles work with it. I don't even really like pickles. These pickles are not very pickly. They're kind of light in terms of flavor, which might hurt pickle fans, but for me, it's better that way. Instead, it's more of a crunchy kind of texture thing and less of the dill over flavoring everything else. It actually blends very well with the sauce and the burger, to the point that I kind of want the pickles on there, even though I don't like pickles. And this is a little blasphemous for me to even say. I think the pickles actually work so well here. The formula is so keyed in that you do want the pickles here. Even if you don't like pickles, I suggest trying it that way, because I would have never thought it would be good with pickles. For me personally, because I don't really like pickles, but this was something special. This burger is really, really, really good. I'd have to try it without pickles again just to check on it. But as it is, this is an easy 5 out of 5 for me, and probably the best fast food burger I think I've maybe ever had. I gotta be honest. Outside of maybe In-N-Out, if you count that as fast food, I would take this. I think I would take this over a Five Guys burger, to be honest. I'm not really a huge Five Guys fan. I like In-N-Out better. But in my rankings, this of fast food burgers, if you're not counting kind of like regional chains that nobody, not many people have access to, like In-N-Out or Whataburger or whatever, this is the best fast food burger you're going to find from a nationwide fast food restaurant, in my opinion. Now, to be fair, I have not tried Jack in the Box's smash burger that came out and sold out. And the reason it sold out, to be clear, is the patties, their smash patties are coming in pre-smashed, frozen, pre-seasoned, essentially. Every patty you're getting at Jack in the Box is going to be identical because they come that way. They come pre-smashed, pre-seasoned. So they're guaranteeing that you're gonna get quality every time. And from what I understand, the Jack in the Box burger is really good. I haven't personally had it, but maybe I'll have to try it sometime soon to compare it. But the difference here is that you're getting a burger that is going to have a human working on it, which can be a good or bad thing. Usually it's a good thing, but there is always the chance you're gonna get somebody who doesn't really care and doesn't smash it enough, or maybe doesn't season it enough, and blah, 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 blah. You're gonna get some variance, whereas the Jack in the Box ones, they're pre-frozen, they fry them, for the exact amount of time, and that's what you're gonna get for the most part, unless they leave them out or something. You're gonna be consistent. This might not be as consistent, but if they're anywhere close to this, like even if you get a burger that's not quite as good as this one, but it's pretty close, it would still be a 5 out of 5. This is fantastic. I'm glad that like the fast food companies are embracing the smash burger trend. Not too happy about the price, to be honest, but yeah, you almost got to give it to them for the flavor. Like, in my head, there's a balance ratio where I feel like this is maybe $1 more than it should be. And I'd feel a lot better about paying $5 something for it instead of $6.50. But I would still buy this again because it's excellent. I don't really have too many complaints. It's more of a mental barrier. Like, I would go to Five Guys and pay, well, I wouldn't, but I have in the past gone to Five Guys and paid $10, $11 for just a burger. Which, to be fair, would probably be a little bigger than this, but not that much. It would be pretty similar, actually, size-wise, at Five Guys, and this is cheaper than that. So it's kind of like a mental barrier to break, and that's kind of why I didn't go to Jack in the Box, because Jack in the Box has been ridiculous with prices, so I've been kind of avoiding them. But maybe I'll try it out after this experience, because the Sonic Smash Burger is goated. It's the #1 fast food burger, in my opinion, for nationwide chains. I'm going to qualify it like that, but if you're talking about a chain that's nationwide, you're not going to get a better burger than this. So I suggest checking it out, even if you're not somebody that likes Sonic. Even if you say, hey, I don't like Sonic burgers, you might like this one because it's different and in a good way. So with that, I will see you all next time.